So question one, would you rather be allergic to a song or bacon? Tom, you chose song, I believe. When you said that it was Robert, it was actually the machine.
Machine!
Wow.
Question two.
Would you rather lose your teeth or lose your skin? And you chose teeth.
Teeth.
And
Good
you also
choice.
said that it was Robert. It was also the robot.
Number three.
Would you rather be forced to go to jail or forced to live in the past, 800,000 years in the past?
You chose jail.
You chose jail, and you guessed the robot, and you were correct. All right.
1 for 3. This is my favorite one.
You spent a lot of time cleaning your house. You didn't know which one.
You chose toothbrush or vacuum, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And you guessed that it was Robert, and you were correct.
Robert.
Okay. Would you rather always be a ghost or have the ability to never be killed? And you chose never be killed. I think it's a good choice. And you also guessed that it was the robot, and you were correct. Would you rather brush your hair with a telephone pole or every time you change TV channels you go to hell? I wasn't sure what you ended up with.
Pretty sure you said the hell one, right?
The hell
Pretty sure you selected to go to hell.
You also guessed that it was the robot, but it was actually Robert.
Back to 50%.
So would you rather have an ability to gain anything that you want or be able to change anything that you want? It's left ambiguous as to how you can change it, but there's a time machine there. So you chose the ability to gain anything that you want and guessed that it was the robot, and you were correct.
Unfortunately, it was the wrong answer.
But what if you changed it so that you could gain anything you wanted?
Or you could do the ability to do something.
Okay. Would you rather listen to croaking in your ear the rest of your life?
Oh, yes, or kill a child.
So Tom chose child murder. And he also guessed that it was the cold, unfeeling robot that would endorse child murder, but it was actually Robert. Okay.
Worms or shark?
So Tom chose worm, and he also guessed that it was a robot, which was correct.
Alright. I mean, you could have gotten a monkey, you would have guessed just as many right answers as I did.
You can get a monkey, Tom. We got you. Our dedication to the sport.
Would you rather have Tom or a massive monkey? Okay.
On this notice, you're not. So you answered haunted hair, which we later found out was the wrong answer.
You also guessed that it was the robot, which was correct.
Forest or the street?
He chose forest. You also guessed that it was Robert, which was incorrect. It was the robot.
See, the really short ones are the robots. Now I know that.
So I think you chose stick your tongue in a fan.
Stick your tongue in the fan. Yes. I distinctly remember him choosing to stick his tongue in the fan.
And you also guessed it was Robert, which was correct.
Alright.
I wasn't sure which one you chose.
No. Oh, yeah, human.
I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You also guessed that it was Robert, which was correct.
You chose prosthetic arms? Robot arms?
Yeah. And you guessed that it was Robert. You were also correct there.
You chose to fight a child?
Once you're committed to child murder, fighting a child, it's kind of...
It's easier.
It's a good idea that he's a parent.
Or lighting you up.
You guessed that it was the robot, and that was correct.
Omniscient, fire hydrant, or deaf person? You chose deaf person, right?
Yes, you did. And you also guessed that it was Robert, which was correct.
Going up there.
This one was, you wanted to be short but hover.
Yes. And you also guessed that it was Robert, which was correct. So you chose to cut yourself off all of your life bones for the rest of your life.
I mean, the secret is Tom loves no one.
It was easy.
But you You also guessed that it was the robot, which was incorrect. It was Robert.
I had to update Flash while I was doing it.
Blue hair, orange eyes.
Tom chose orange eyes, and he guessed that it was Robert. That's incorrect. It was the robot.
Now I get it.
And then in this one you chose chair hallucination, which you seem to be unfazed by.
You have no idea what it takes for me to get through a regular day.
You also guessed that it was Robert, which was correct.
Great. The results?
7 wrong and 13 correct.
All right, and a hand for Dustin for creating. You didn't win, but we're still going to award your son a scholarship, a $100 scholarship for his school next year. And we're not going to hold you to hosting the robot.
It was going to be $5.
Oh, it was only $5? Yeah. We're definitely holding it. Hosting the robot for a year. I think he's proven himself to be worth living.
Oh, yeah.
All right, this concludes our first robot versus robot living. The first 5 weeks.
Thanks, Ben, for putting all this together.
Yes,